Where'd you go?
I have child
Time
labor.
out. Where'd you go?
Ask him after the podcast.
Child labor. We're gonna talk about child soldiers, so let's get on with that. I want to know
Let's
what's
talk.
going
Let's
on.
talk
Why do you want to
about.
know so bad?
Because I want a tattoo.
You said that mad aggressively. Like you said, it shivers down my
Bro,
spine.
2 weeks ago, he asked me, he's like, Pat, let's go get a tattoo. I was like, okay, when? He's like, I don't know. I was like, where? He's like, I don't know.
Okay, let's talk
Same
about.
thing every
Me,
time.
shit moves fast, bro. That's what I mean. I decided, and you didn't. Look, the way you answered me, it didn't seem like you were serious, you know. So I was just like, all right, he's probably
I'm
just
gonna
saying one of
shoot
those
this
things.
guy.
And like you're always talking about how you're struggling with money and all that stuff. So you know what I mean. I was like, maybe he can't
This
spare
is
the
how
extra cash right
old
now.
couples argue
You know what
after
I mean?
years and years of romance.
This guy, I swear to God, literally everything he described about me is himself.
Old couples often date mirror images of themselves, and
The
this is
key
a
for
prime
old
example.
relationships
Yeah.
is to continue to have sexual intercourse at a
and
regular
communication
basis.
and communications.
All right, I'm out.
Okay,
Long
let's-
absences.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about John, the child labor and sweatshop soldier. All right,
John.
John, who the fuck?
I don't know. I gave her.
I told you that in confidence, bro.
I gave our little super soldier a name,
Even
Johnny.
what I meant. I'm just meant. You remember in freaking
Oh, your
elementary
name's John. That's what you meant. Why did it take you so? Okay, what about? Shut up. What about elementary school?
Jesus Christ.
And you told me that in confidence. Okay, what about elementary school?
Yo, okay. Anyways.
Oh, I have another story, but okay.
Oh my God,
no, it's
Max,
okay.
you
No. I'm just letting you guys know for future reference. If something goes down, remind me. Left eye. Okay, go.
All right.
Talking about your elementary school sweatshop worker.
I just wanted to let you guys know that in elementary school, you know those friggin' the magazine subscription shit we use?
Scholastics.
No, not the ones we bought. The ones that you had to like. They gave you like this flyer, and then you had to go door to door and like sell them like magazine
I
subscriptions.
never
and shit.
did that.
I know.
Oh, and you got to win the giant
Yeah, and
chocolate
then you
bar.
get to win fucking chocolate bars and
We
shit.
sold
like
chocolate
glow
bars.
Yeah, we
sticks.
sold
Oh, even
actual
that. You know
chocolate
how
bar.
much fucking money these companies are making off
You
you?
watched the
And all
Boondocks
you
episode
get-
3,
What?
season 3.
What are you
episode
talking about?
Oh, the fundraiser. For those of you who don't know, the Boondocks.
Can you let him finish?
Oh, sorry. I thought that's where you got it from. To be honest. Sorry.
No, this is an actual thing. I remember this.
My point is,
I'll elaborate.
the
after.
top prize was selling like 200 magazine subscriptions or like 200 chocolate bars, and they give you a friggin' iPod.
Yeah.
You know how much money they just made off of you?
Yeah.
That's
And
legitimate
all you
child
get in
labor.
return
Yeah.
is like $75 worth of an item.
Yeah, yo, that's legitimate legal child labor.
To be fair,
Yeah.
iPods at the time went for like $150.
Then
You know
sell-
how much fucking
then-
200 magazine
No, no,
subscriptions
no.
is?
Then you do this.
It's fucking
then-
thousands.
Then in school you flip it because it's a prize now, so it has more status than like you actually buying one. So then you flip it to the students like, if you give me $350, I'll give you this free iPod. And they're like, oh yeah, I'll do that for you because kids
What
don't
kind
have
of
that kind of
dumbasses
idea
fucking kids
of
did you go to
economics.
school with? What kind of dumbass kids you go to school
Excuse me, I went to a school in my neighborhood. The GPA
It was
wasn't very high.
It was close to my neighbor's house.
It was
It was beside a road. It
I
had
could walk there.
grass.
There's a sidewalk outside.
The sidewalk
Get
was the
It had
grass.
teachers in it.
In the grass.
We had gravel as when it was like raining outside, it turned to mud, so we made mud pies, and then mudmen, like snowmen, but
With mud.
mud.
One time in elementary school, I remember it snowed and they made like this massive snow fort into the corner of the school.
We played King of the Hill.
Yes, but it got really bad.
Yeah.
And then over time, like no one was able to destroy this quote unquote fort, and it froze,
That's
and
the
it
best
turned into
time.
an ice fort.
Yeah.
And then the principal said, I'm going to expel whoever made this fort. And now here's the kicker. They spent, no joke, 3 recesses trying to like break this thing down, only to realize no one knows who made this thing. Like, you know what I mean?
They're interrogating kids.
Yeah, essentially.
That happened to
Because
me
of a
one
fort?
time. I got mistaken identity by my
No,
vice
'cause-
principal.
Yeah.
She was like, "Come in here," and I was like, "Okay."
That
And so I went to the office, and she's like, "Why were you doing that?" And I was like, "Doing what?" She was like banging on the windows. I'm like, "Miss, I was playing futsal with my friends for about an hour. What are you talking about?" She's like, "You mean if you're gonna tell you what's your homeroom? So if I call your teacher and I ask your friends what you're doing, you're playing soccer?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she called my teacher and then talked to my friends. I was like, "Wow, like if my friends actually don't pull through, I might get suspended right now." And then he's like, "Oh, I thought you were wearing a red jacket, and I saw a kid with a red jacket banging on the windows, so I just thought it was you." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah. Don't you realize that, like, if you think about it,
I know."
if you dissect school, isn't it crazy how if you dissect school, it's essentially like a prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look, the bell rings. You gotta line up or walk to class. You have a 30-minute lunch. Most rooms don't have windows.
Your recess is the perimeter, so you can't leave that area
Yeah, like, that's
without
fine.
permission.
That's fine. And
You have conjugal visits, so if your parent-teacher interviews, that's when you're.
Yeah. Your warden is your principal. The guards are the teachers.
Bro, I'm not moving fast. This guy called parent teacher interviews a conjugal visit.
It
For those of you who do not know what conjugal visits are, it's when inmates who have significant others get a special time and day in the calendar to have a special
Sex.
experience with their partners, because they are in prison for so long, they don't get to see each other, and so they allot this day for them to rekindle their romance. Because the prison reform system cares about their prisoners and their relationships they have outside of the prison, even though they're getting bum raped every night.
That's so bad.
It is. This actually kind of. This is like top 3 biggest fears.
Getting
Bum
bum
raped?
raped.
Getting bum raped
What's
in
number,
prison.
What's
Getting bum raped outside of
Okay,
prison.
what are your top
so yeah,
three?
well, okay, so if in prison, what's outside of prison? Where does that land?
That's top. That's 2.
Okay, so what's number 1?
Getting bum raped.
Asleep. Because then you wake up and you're like, wow, my body didn't wake me up while I was being.
What a rush.
Wait, like what was? Never mind. Anyways, that's my.
Pat, what's yours? What's your top 3 fears?
I'm joking. Number 1 is an aneurysm, because that can happen at any time, at any place, anywhere.
Okay, I'm trying to. What's your biggest fear, man?
Heights,
That's a good one. That's like 4,
spiders,
5.
and bees.
No, I love bees. I caught a dragonfly once.
Those are my top 3.
I watched a TikTok where a guy like caught a dragonfly, put it in his freezer to knock him out, tied a little leash to him, and then let him fly. Pet dragonfly.
I put it in my pocket.
Okay, Matchy.
Andre, what
top
about
three.
you, brother?
No, it's your turn. We're going
What?
down the list.
What list?
I mean, the
List of
line.
fears.
Oh, okay, my biggest fear. Not in any order. Heights. My wife having a miscarriage.
That's oddly specific.
It's a fear of mine.
I know. It's,
My wife having a
That actually is
miscarriage
kinda
at 6
scary.
months. While I'm walking up the stairs, she trips down the stairs, bangs her knee. I bend down to think if she's okay, but then I slip, knock her down the stairs. She continues to roll down the stairs, lands on her stomach, and miscarriage.
No, lands on her stomach. She gets up. She's fine. And then while you're going down the stairs, you headbutt the shit.
Well, you gotta make fun of my biggest fear. This is the biggest dickhead alive. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Andre made it worse, and then Johnny just.
You guys are the fucking worst. What the fuck? I guess my third biggest fear is like dying last. I don't know.
What to talk about?
So I have some. Last week we talked about something. Pet peeves. And last week I said one of my biggest pet peeves were bandwagons.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, you guys probably don't watch it at all, but the NHL playoffs have been underway. Let me just tell you, I've been a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs all 23 years of my life.
Okay.
All 20. I've been through the ups, the very little ups. I've been through all the downs. Okay?
Okay.
I know what the issue is. I know what the issue is with this team. I watch every game and I think to myself, okay, I analyze it like I analyze every other sport, all my other favorite teams in every other sport, Dortmund, you know, whatever the case. When I watch Arsenal, I watch Arsenal and I think, okay, this is what they need. This is what they need.
Wow, they need to sell all their players.
Let me get to that. Now, the thing is, it's so... I don't want to swear. I'm not going to swear. Maybe I might swear. It's so difficult to be a fan of this team, knowing what comes with being a fan of this team. What comes with being a fan of this team is any sort of social media interaction. When I go on Twitter during a Leafs game, it is the most cancerous pile of horse shit I have ever had the unprivilege of reading. Is that a word? Unprivileged?
yeah.
Whatever.
Underprivileged?
It's the word biggest pile of dog shit. This fan base is fucking unbelievably stupid.
Like Madrid fans.
No, worse. Because you know, here's the thing with soccer fans. I'll tell you what the thing with soccer fans is. Arsenal fans, Man U fans, whatever the case, when they're in their slumps, fans know their shit. Okay? Fans know this team needs work.
Yeah.
So when they do something good, like Manchester United makes it to the Champions League, or Arsenal win the FA Cup, the fan base is still saying, hey, we're not as good as we make out to be. We need changes still.
Right.
This Maple Leafs fan base is a pile of fucking... It's a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Okay.
What is wrong with you people? The Toronto Maple Leafs versus Columbus Blue Jackets series is going on. And I don't know if this fan base knows. I had never seen a group of people flip like a switch, 180. Do you know how many in that last game? So for a quick summary,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't watch hockey, the Toronto Maple Leafs are on a supposed level that's way above the Columbus Blue Jackets. What's happening now
They're getting
is
slapped.
not getting slapped because the series is tied now,
Oh, okay.
but they're woefully underperforming.
Oh.
They are shitting the bed. In game 4, for 57 minutes of this hockey game, they played the worst hockey I think I've ever had the privilege of seeing. And I've seen the Washington Capitals get swept by the Montreal Canadiens. I've seen Dortmund lose to Bayern Munich. I've seen Chelsea get slapped by Bayern Munich 7-1 on aggregate.
Hockey is a 60-minute game, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's
What
a
do you
lot of
count?
minutes.
You counting over it?
I was like,
It
how
was
long,
a
how long are
fucking-
periods?
It was a fucking joke what the Leafs shat out in front of this fan base. And you know what I get it. We're angry. And this and you know, since the start of this rebuild, since this Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, William Nylander era, where, you know, I've been a preacher of this team is so fun to watch, but this team won't win a championship like this. You're throwing money at forwards. Your back line is shambolic. The third best Leaf defender, in my opinion, is Dermott, and he doesn't make the lineup. He doesn't make the lineup on a Stanley Cup champion winning team. He doesn't. You put him on St. Louis, he doesn't make the fucking lineup. And people are preaching that this guy's our third best defender. Grow up, okay? And so during 57 minutes of this game, Leaf fans are pissed. I get you're pissed. I get it. You know? But to say, blow this fucking team up. Trade everyone except for Austin Matthews. This team is a pile of garbage. Wasted money on Mitch Marner. Kyle Dubas, sham. Fire him. Destroy this whole team. Some people were talking about getting rid of the one player, Freddie Anderson. trading Freddie Anderson because he's a pile of shit. Are you out of your fucking... Freddie Anderson is the reason why we're in the playoffs right now. All right? So, for any Leaf fans saying blow this fucking team up, get your head out of your ass because you know that's never going to happen. The worst part, though, this is the worst. This is not the worst part. I get people are angry, you know? Yeah, I was a very upset. I was preaching the same shit I've been preaching. I'm like, okay, no, don't blow this team up, but, you know, make a trade. Our backline is just not good enough. We're losing to Columbus, for fuck's sakes.
Right.
For 57 minutes of this game,
Okay.
people are screaming to crucify this team. And then, and then I think the idea of not having fans in the stadium helped the Toronto Maple Leafs in this situation. Because for 57 minutes of this game, the fans would have booed them out of the stadium.
Like at the Bernabeu.
They would have not have done anything. By the 10th minute, 10 minutes left in the game, it was 3-0 Columbus, and fans would have left the stadium. It was a joke what they produced. But in 3 minutes, the coach puts out a lineup that cost north of $70 million. Oh, maybe not that much. How much? Okay,
Is
no.
that a lot in hockey?
No. I lied. It's not 70 million. What was it? John Tavares 11 million, Austin Matthews 11 million, Mitch Marner 10 million. That's 30. Zach Hyman makes like 3 in a little bit, and then Riley.
Is that a lot in hockey? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's like the 3 most expensive. It's 3 of the top 10.
Like
Yeah,
Crosby.
no, maybe not that to that extent.
He's like he might get.
He might get to Crosby. Yeah, but he's very good. He makes $11 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know,
of
I
money.
expect that. So in the last 3 minutes, they did something that happens once in a lifetime situation. They scored 3 goals in 3 minutes. In hockey, that's impossible. That's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
3 goals in 3 minutes, and they tied it up. The fucking garbage I read on Twitter after those 3 goals went in. The same people who were saying to crucify this team, to trade everyone, to blow it all up. We're saying, I fucking love this team. I knew they had it from the start. This team is perfect. This team's going all the way, so on and so forth.
Oh, so they're just like
It's like
double-minded people.
real shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if you can't accept at the point that when they were down 3-0, and you were saying crucify them, and then they score a miraculous 3 goals, and now you're flipping the script 180 and hop right back on the bandwagon. Like, fuck you, buddy. It's a fucking joke, this fan base. It infuriates the living shit out of me. I'm a big Ovechkin guy. Love Ovechkin. Followed Ovechkin throughout his entire career. Washington didn't make it out of the second round for God knows how many years. They made it out of the second round once, and they won the cup that year. For that many years, you know, it was always shit. You know, fuck, we lost, but we're getting better. We're getting better. We know what we need. Like, I feel like that's a composed fan base.
Yeah.
The Leafs fan base, I don't know what kind of cereal they've been eating. It's a
Frosted
joke.
Flakes.
It's a joke. I can't stand it. Arsenal fans or Man U fans, they're bad, but they know their team is bad, but they don't say it when Andre's Arsenal won the FA Cup. Andre's not out here screaming, "Yeah, we're winning the Prem next year."
Yeah, he was saying that.
When did I say that?
I'm joking.
It's
No,
just
wait. Like a couple podcasts before, you're like, "Yo, we're gonna win the Prem next season."
You thought I was being serious? I think that you actually,
See,
in your heart of hearts,
no. I knew
think that I
you weren't
think
being
that.
serious, but you're trolling now. So you just expose
No,
that you're trolling.
Actually,
You just
think
expose
in
that
my
you're
heart of
troll.
hearts that I believe
No.
Arsenal's
No.
gonna
But this was all a ploy to expose that you're a troll. I wanted everybody to know.
Did I actually say that though?
No, I don't remember, to be honest. But I just wanted to expose you.
So who's the troll? You're just making shit up out of thin air.
Honestly, it is something in my head is linking this to that. So it must be there, but I can't remember.
Oh my god, I can't stand it. I can't stand this fan base. I can't. You have Twitter profiles that are associated. They're associated with the Toronto Maple Leafs, crucifying this team, and then having the audacity to say, "I never stopped watching because I believe." Like, go fuck yourself. Honestly, it's a joke. This fan base is honestly. I love this team. I love this team.
It's just hard to watch.
It's just so. Sometimes I root against them. I root against them because I'm just like, I don't want to hear this fucking bullshit anymore. Like, if Toronto got eliminated from the playoffs, I'd be devastated. But I'd be devastated for a day. And after that day, I'd be happy because I don't have to read that garbage on Twitter anymore. At least till next season.
Don't look at Twitter.
Honest, I've been trying to. I'm this close to deleting
That's
Twitter.
why I deleted mine because I couldn't.
I'm this close to deleting Twitter. It's a joke.
Scrolling through threads is dangerous.
Oh
It's a
my!
rabbit hole
It just
to
infuriates me.
Wonderland, bro.
It infuriates me. Bandwagons. I don't know why, but bandwagons especially just drive me nuts.
Messi.
That's oh god.
Oh, Champions League?
Let's talking about Messi.
Yo, you just have some vendetta against the GOAT.
You have a vendetta against Messi?
I've always hated Messi.
Really?
Nah, I never always hated Messi. No,
He's
it's
a
this.
Ronaldo fan. That's
No, it's not even because of that. I'm not even a Ronaldo fan. The only reason I defend Ronaldo so hard is because everyone gives him just like unsubstantiated hate for no reason.
because he's a diver fan. You don't
that
like
was back when he
Nah,
was like,
I've seen him dive at Juventus, bro. This guy's 34 years old.
yeah, yo,
taking
that's
it
not
on next, like-
diving, bro. You know how you freaking knock over an old
this
man,
guy
bro.
has
That's
a-
like knocking over an old
Messi
man.
never dives, bro.
Bro, he's this tall, bro. He can't. When he
Yo,
falls, he's the same height as when he
I
stands up.
watched,
That's why.
I watched Messi get bullied in El Clasico, bro.
Okay, think of it this way. Look at a bulldog, right?
Yeah,
Push over a bulldog. How hard is that?
it's pretty tough, bro.
Exactly. Whereas you fucking tall ass fucking greyhound.
Okay,
A lot easier to push over a greyhound than
but
it is to
Ronaldo's
push over
not
a
a greyhound
bulldog.
because Ronaldo's not weak.
But he's tall.
Ronaldo's like
Greyhounds aren't weak either. That's not my point. I just mean the center of gravity is higher. So he
Yeah,
falls
but Ronaldo's not that tall. He's like 6 feet, bro.
Messi's 3'6",
5'7",
bro.
This guy's talking about playing with leprechauns. Bro.
Okay, I'm not a huge fan of the diving either, man. Mane is.
Oh no.
Yeah, like.
I don't
anyway.
like diving either, but that's not my point. I
Yes.
just mean like Ronaldo is just a class above like life, and
I'd
then still the amount of hate he gets, it just bothers me. And that's
I'm
why
like-
that's the one reason I defend him.
Personally, I wouldn't have a problem if he didn't dive so much. Like in his early career and now, I would have respect if he just didn't dive.
But just think about his skill, his
Yeah.
pure
It's
skill and how he
crazy.
plays.
It's crazy.
the thing.
I give him
That's
respect
all
on that
I'm
point.
saying.
I don't like
That's
one
all
aspect.
I'm saying.
I
hate
take Ronaldo over Messi too, man.
So would I. If
I
I
don't
wanted
know.
one or the other in my team, I'd pick Ronaldo.
Mm.
One, he's
Yeah.
proven. Two,
Because he can fit in more systems than Messi.
Yes, and
Messi,
he's
you have to build
proven-
your
Fair
system
enough.
around.
he's proven in
Yeah.
so many places. Messi's never gone anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's literally every time he just walks into the league and he's like, "I'm gonna be the top scorer, goal scorer now," and then he does.
That's fair.
And he does. Yes. I find
He
like,
backs up his thoughts.
Yeah, he makes goals and he friggin' decimates them, bro. Like
Yeah.
he sets them and decimates them.
Yeah.
Now that's not to say that Messi can't do the same thing though. He has
He's
it.
just not
no
the type
proof.
of person to do it.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying there's no proof.
He's a very simple
So
guy.
do you still think he's not the type of person to do it?
Who, Messi?
Yeah.
I don't
That's the
know.
big question. Because, I mean, yo, every year there's some bullshit rumor about how he's going to leave.
Yeah.
And now they're doing the same thing. Not that it's bullshit now. It's got a bit more behind it. But every year they always say this is
Yeah.
the actual year that he's going to leave.
I
Is
think
he?
it's because he's never been like an outspoken person, so we don't know what's going on in his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah,
So
but like,
we just-
what is his contract like though?
Isn't it like until next year?
I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Because like, if he still has like a heavy contract, no one can afford him.
No, because I heard that he was holding off talks with renewing his contract because people were thinking that that's why he wants to leave, but people are also saying that it's like a political move to force the board to change up everything because the system's in shambles.
Okay.
So it's like, yo, if you guys don't fix this up, I'm not renewing my contract. If you guys fix up, then maybe.
Fair enough.
But
Were they trying to offer him that stupid lifetime contract too that they gave thing
I don't even know.
before?
who they gave a lifetime contract to?
I want to say Xavi before he retired.
Really?
I think okay, now don't quote me on this, and
Yeah.
I don't want it to be one of those things because I have a really bad memory. So,
Yeah.
and I make things, I fabricate them. I'm not gonna lie. So, but I'm pretty sure they had ended up doing something like that where it was a lifetime contract. They basically just signed him, and he's like, "You can just play here until basically you're ready to retire," kind of thing. And I thought there was rumors about the next contract for Messi being something like that.
Yeah.
And if I was him, I wouldn't do that either because I think that's kind of stupid. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But Xavi also went to. Didn't he go to? No. He retired at Barca. Iniesta left to China, I think.
And he also went to like Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
That's right,
Arabia,
yeah, he was
But
so weird,
Xavi
yeah.
didn't.
Xavi retired
at
and then
Barca.
I think he started coaching.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
because that's what he's
coaching
doing
now.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were just talking about that actually. He's
Yeah.
talking so much shit about how he could coach Milan or Chelsea. No, actually, it was Prem
The
teams.
Prem, yeah.
So
Yeah,
he was
he's
saying,
skating.
he was saying Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Pirlo gave
That's
all
crazy.
midfielders, like all those classy midfielders, this is a false ego, bro.
Bro, like, that is the most unreal thing to me. This Pirlo thing, I'm gonna watch every game because I have
Yo,
to see.
imagine like being an intern at like Google, and you're like, yeah, you're the CEO now. After a week,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he
no
was
experience.
coaching for 2 weeks. The under whatever team, the 2
Under
weeks.
23s, I think.
Under 23s, he's coaching for 2 weeks.
That is
and
unreal.
they're like,
man.
I have never seen a guy coach like this. This is crazy.
Nah,
2
what
weeks.
really happened is this fucking smoking clown needs to leave, and
Yo.
we don't want to do like.
Bro, I feel so bad for Sorry,
You
man.
feel sorry for sorry?
Wow.
Yo,
But yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like honestly, before like when he was at Chelsea, I did not give a fuck. I was like, get this guy out, bro. Send him wherever the fuck he needs to go, but he cannot stay here. But now it's happening twice in a row. Now I'm kind of like, ah, shit. Like, yo, where is he going now? You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad, bro.
I feel bad because literally before yesterday or the day before yesterday, when did Barca play? Yesterday?
Yeah.
2 days?
Oh, was it 2 days?
Whatever. Before
Yeah,
that,
no, it was 2 days because
Okay,
Man
it
City
is,
was
yeah.
yesterday. Yeah.
Before that, I literally on my docket, I was like, "How does it feel being a Chelsea fan because of what Bayern just did to y'all?" But then,
How's it feel being Barca?
but then, okay, fine.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Before the restart, man, it was Barca and Man City that I not Barca, sorry, Bayern and Man City I had going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Man City has a European issue. Like it's not
Apparently,
even.
yeah.
It's not even like because I know people are gonna say Man City always loses, so Premier League is shit. It's not that. It's like Man City in the Prem versus how they play in Europe
Yeah.
are two
different
very
things.
different teams.
They mastered the league, but they don't know how to convert that internationally.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's like no matter what coach goes there, they crumble in Europe every single time.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's tough, man. I don't know. It's such a great team, and like honestly, like I don't know if I would have said before this that they were necessarily a team that was always gonna go to Europe and crumble, but like now it's kind of looking like it's like where is the issue? You know what I mean? Like it's hard to decipher exactly and pinpoint what they need to change for the success there.
They're like they're like the Arsenal of Champions League.
Oh jeez, this guy had that for 5 minutes.
I knew he was gonna say it too. I fucking knew it. That's why I fucking
Waiting for that one.
knew
Oh
he was
my
gonna
God.
say some dumb shit. Oh my god.
Oh man.
But it's facts, no? Always top 4, semifinals, quarterfinals, but they never get they never secure the bag, bro. They always fumble it. Last 10 yards is just shocking.
But lots of good stuff going on there now.
Well,
You guys
guess
got
what?
William.
Lucky for
then
you,
Coutinho.
we don't even get near the bag anymore. So
Wow.
Oh,
now there's not even any false hope anymore. So
that's sad, bro.
So fucking ridiculous.
Shit. I literally, I saw a girl on Tinder, and in her bio, she's like, "I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm used to friggin' losing." I was like, "Yo,"
That's rough.
I swiped right, but I was like, "Damn, like I feel bad, bro." Like that was some hardcore shit,
that's
bro.
rough, man. You've been through the mill. That's,
Man, just know that if you ever match, you can never hurt her feelings. Just know that.
she's already been. She has no heart.
She's iron-willed, bro.
What you could have done, the Gunners have done to me already.
But she might not show affection. You know how like those dads come back from like the war and they don't even know how to hug their kids?
Like PTSD.
Hey, you still here? Oh, okay, nice. Oh. You grew up. You grew up a lot. What's your name again?
It's ridiculous, man. It's tough. But how do you feel about Chelsea? Like, when you look at Chelsea right now, what do you see? Because I honestly have no idea. Like, I look at that team and like you guys could like crumble, or you can go in either direction right now, and I have no idea where you're gonna go.
Right now, right this very second,
Yeah.
if the transfer window were to close, we're fucked. I would say.
Yeah.
Great team, but it's gonna be the exact same thing that happened this year. Very reminiscent of Liverpool when they had Suarez. Same defensive
Oh, yeah.
frailties.
Oh yeah, but you guys don't have a striker either.
Well,
Timo
yeah,
Werner.
Werner.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you did
And
just
we
get
had
Werner. I
Abraham
forgot.
too.
Yeah,
before, but exactly that was the problem,
Yeah.
right? So we solved that problem, and then we brought in Ziyech. And personally, I prefer like if you're doing like he likes to play 4-3-3 and 3-4-3. So if you're doing stuff like that, I personally prefer four wingers. And because they shipped Pedro and William, it would be nice to see them get somebody else. But there are like some other places that they really have to work on first. So
Defense.
yes,
Center backs.
yes,
Yeah.
left wing or left back. Sorry, yeah, it was another big issue. Marcus Alonso is great, but not no.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's why I was watching that game. I was telling you that Reguilon, the guy from Sevilla,
Oh, yeah.
the one they're talking about. I don't know. They're saying he's really great. He just assisted today too. Actually, I don't think the game's over, but
You're following him.
Oh, Manu and Sevilla.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
My dad's super amped about that game. He's a
So
United
who-
Yeah,
fan.
clap.
Oh,
Yo, I
Nah,
roast
he's
this
happy
guy
right now.
every day. bro.
at this moment, he's probably not
Like-
that happy.
And I'm starting to see the Man United delusion start to creep over him with transfer rumors. He's coming to me, he's like, bro, I don't know what these fans are talking about. From like, either you want Sancho or we're not getting Sancho. Like, who? And he's like, he told me Messi was linked to Man U. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
who gave you the information? Who said that to you? Because they're not your friend, bro. Come on.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like man's are forgetting about the whole COVID thing. I don't think the
People-
transfer market's really gonna be as popping as people are
Nah,
thinking.
A
Yeah.
lot of people, like, there's a bunch of teams who like already said like, yeah, we're not buying anyone.
Yeah. There's-
for Bayern.
realistically, I'm pretty sure most teams are in that exact same situation. So
Yeah.
Can you believe what Bayern did?
The boss Sonny.
No, but like not even just that. Like they don't spend like, money.
They're the best businessmen in like the top club
Yeah.
that spends the least money.
yeah.
They literally be like, "Oh, your contract is done in 2 years. Just like don't sign anything and come when you're done." And then that's how they just
Yeah.
build their squad
Catchy
like
boy,
that.
yeah. Smart as hell, man.
But they're
Smart as hell.
disrespectful though.
They're
Are you gonna?
disrespectful.
They took Coutinho's number 10, and they said, "Yeah, next season, Sané's winning that." How are you gonna just say that? He's like, yeah.
cold,
He's this new guy who you're more senior than. He's taking your number. Yeah,
It's okay. We did that.
and you're
too.
Brazilian, so that's what we bought you for. But this guy's taking. Your number.
We did that too. We had this guy named Lopez, I think, on our thing. He was number 9, and then as soon as we signed Lacazette got it.
Yeah, shit. Wait, that was a super young guy though, wasn't it?
The other guy, no. We got him from Spain, and then he played like half of 2 games or some shit like that, and then we sent him back to Spain.
Oh, jeez.
So I don't know. That was like I
That's
think
rough.
that was like, you know, when like Wenger was in that like era where he wouldn't spend money until like the very last day. He just get some random fucking guy,
yeah.
just be like, hey, look, I bought some.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of those
Yeah.
bullshit ones. Yeah.
That
So
was
like,
funny.
and he didn't play, and it was weird because he scored. He had like 5 goals that season for playing like nothing. He
Oh,
barely
shit.
played, but then he just never given a chance, and then he just shipped off.
Bro, you guys
like,
shipped off
what
the
like-
only hope for your
You guys
team,
shipped
bro.
off
We have.
Gnabry. You guys had Gnabry.
Okay,
No,
actually,
no,
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 I'm not even gonna
no,
talk
no,
about this.
no,
bro,
no, no,
'cause,
but
yeah,
that's-
Chelsea
that-
does that for a living.
No,
bro.
but that's
I can't talk
that's
shit.
not
Bruyne?
the easiest thing to say because look, De Bruyne was at Chelsea, right? But De Bruyne at Chelsea was not the De Bruyne
Yeah.
that plays for City.
'Cause he
Wow.
He's different.
He needs.
Thank you.
He needs
Holy.
experience at Wolfsburg.
And it's the same thing with Salah.
Salah,
It's
yeah.
not
Same
the
thing.
same person.
I
Yeah.
personally think it was the same thing with Lukaku. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Well,
He needs that
Lukaku even
experience.
now, like it's like
He's a monster now.
he's like,
At
yeah.
Inter, he's actually a
Yes.
monster though.
Yeah, like I'll give him like Conte too. Like Antonio Conte is not my favorite person, but
Yeah.
I like what he's doing over there, man. Like I'll
Yeah.
give him a thumbs up. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah, my
And
friend.
especially against a sorry Juve. Like that was your year, bro. Like a sorry Juve, man. Like it was your year, but you threw it away, man.
Yeah, man, it's fucking yeah. I know Chelsea. I know a lot of people give Chelsea a lot of hate. What I do give Chelsea flack for is what they used to do when they would literally like say, "Oh, this so such and such winger, such and such is going this way," and Chelsea be like, "Nah, they're coming here," and they literally just fucking shit on people's careers just so other teams couldn't get them.
Yeah. That was I feel like that's
does that too.
Yes.
They're getting karma for that. Remember when they bought Turan and we were like, why would he go there? And remember Alex Song? He ruined his career.
He openly said it though, didn't he? He was like openly. He's like, yeah, I went there straight for the money, bro. Like that was it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I guess that's his thing.
Yeah.
man.
I
fucking
yeah, money
even-
spending clubs. That's one
don't
thing,
like
man.
Even-
They ruined Demba Ba with Chelsea and all
Yeah.
those guys. Like that hurts, bro.
Yeah,
Seeing them
yeah,
coming,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, man, it's tough. Even fucking what's his name, Malcolm. Malcolm's his name. That went
Yeah.
to Barca.
Yeah.
He was
Where is
this.
he?
He's still there, no? I didn't see him leave.
Oh my god.
I didn't see him.
I
Where
feel
was he
like- I
supposed
feel
to go
like
before?
I heard that he was leaving, or they sold him somewhere,
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
or maybe on loan.
That's sad.
'cause
I
he's not
remember
getting no
him.
playing time.
Yeah,
It was
I haven't
big.
seen him.
Because I remember, like, fucking my scout brought him to me in FIFA, and then I was like, oh, this guy's
That's
going to.
nasty.
He was going. Was it Roma? He was going somewhere, and then like last second he went to Barca, and then that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So
it.
here's a question for you guys: is that whole thing dead now? Is it still Barca and Real at the top, and like as a youth you should be looking to go there, or?
No.
Thank
I mean,
you.
Barca is in. Like you guys don't realize, like Barca's still good right now, but they're in rough shape.
Yeah. Mhm.
They are literally 3 years away from a complete collapse. All their stars are 32,
Yeah.
33.
They're
Yeah.
going through what Milan went through like 8 years ago.
yeah.
They're
Like,
about to-
That's shit.
Yeah. They did not plan well. They've been doing so good for so long, but then they just started spending
I think that's
millions
what-
of dollars on all these people. Like they're against fucking Bayern. Griezmann bench.
Okay, well,
No,
also that
Dembele
guy's
wasn't
that
even
old
starting.
crockpot
Dembele
they
bench.
had coaching them though. He's,
Oh, Setien.
yeah, he's a friggin' nutcase, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But like, why would you get Griezmann? Why?
yeah.
Like, what
That
purpose
transfer
did he
doesn't
serve
make
to your
sense.
team?
It's so that no one else could buy him.
Exactly.
Because if he went to PSG,
Yeah.
he would have been a problem for like in the Champions League. So
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
another team too that can't freaking get it going,
In
and
the
I
Champions
think it's
I think it's partially because of how easy the league is.
you can't say yes. Okay, well, sorry, you were gonna say they couldn't get it going in the Champions
Not in
League
the
in
league.
quotations,
Yeah.
but
No.
Also, their league is not really like a league, so like we just skip
Yeah.
over that part.
Yeah,
So-
no, but I mean, like, because like their league is so like easy for them.
Yeah.
That their level, like, they're always playing first gear. So when they need to like
turn
go
up.
like turn it up, I think it's harder for them to
Yeah.
have to, because like when you're playing in like hard, you have definition like you're ready to go all the time. Whereas most of the time you're just like whatever, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, now
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
try and like
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to just switch. Like,
Yeah, they don't really learn to how to dig deep, like
No.
straight up, like
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah,
I've seen Neymar just like fool around.
yeah, he,
Like 20 minutes in the game, like bro, you just ruined the whole build-up play. Like you couldn't do that
Yeah.
at Barca
yeah.
ever.
yeah. That's the thing. Like, I just man, that team it's so tough to watch them because like it's so much friggin' individual talent, but
Yeah.
like
You
just to
can't.
see them not like putting it all to use, it friggin' that
I
hurt.
wish Mbappe would go somewhere else like so bad, man.
I do.
really
I should go to like Dortmund. Scout actually. Hey, if
That
him
would
and
be
Haaland.
crazy. Holy shit.
Oh, yo, that's actually nuts. I just thought about that. Yo,
That'd be nasty.
if him and Haaland, and then you have Royce, Götze, and Sancho.
Yo, what if you went to Bayern?
Bellingham too, man.
Yeah,
What if you went to Bayern?
Say?
What if you went to Bayern?
Bayern won't buy him, but like
And you get it for
They
free,
they found
bro.
out- yeah, they found out and they somehow.
No, honestly though, Mbappe is gonna be somebody who I feel like they're gonna get on like the last year or like the last 6 months. Like that's the only time he's gonna be
It would
sold.
make so much. Yo, if they got Mbappe, they're just pace merchants at this point.
Yo, watch
You have
him.
Gnabry, Coman, Davies, Sane,
Christ.
and then Mbappe. What's
Yeah,
wrong with
they just
you?
got Sane. Yeah. Yo,
Wow.
imagine,
Bro.
imagine Sane and Mbappe on your wings,
That
And
is
then-
and then
disgusting.
Lewandowski in your striker.
And then Davies is like, yeah, I'll come.
And then
I'll just teleport with you.
I'll
I'll-
just
let me
reach
come
out.
with
and then they make a substitution. Sane's coming off. They're like, everyone's like, oh, we have a break, and then Coleman runs
Coman's
on the
just like,
fucking.
oh yeah. You guys are
I
tired,
love
eh?
that kid too, man. Holy shit.
Yo, you're the
sick.
most winningest teenager of all time, bro. This guy went to this guy. I don't even know who he played. PSG, Bayern, Juve. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, and he won with all of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you won with all of them.
Holy Christ, bro.
Yeah, this guy goes to a top team and then gets loaned to another top team.
Yo, that's Coutinho. This guy's like, yo, let me leave Liverpool for Barca. Barca, yo, you're not good enough to play right now. I'm gonna send you to Bayern. He's like, okay.
Okay. All right, boom.
Oh my god. Yo, I was breaking this down earlier. So Liverpool, so they buy Coutinho from Liverpool. Liverpool didn't want to sell, but they had money, so they're like, okay, we're just gonna buy him. What happens? Liverpool wins the Champions League. They don't. The next year, they're like, okay, this didn't work out. We're sending you to Bayern. Comes up, 2 goals and an 8-2 clapping. And to make it worse,
Bayern.
if Bayern win the Champions League, Barca has to pay Liverpool $5
$5
million as a bonus. It was in his contract.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, oh yeah, that player I sold you that you didn't use. Give me my money.
That is so.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, good for that
Can you
guy.
check the phone? Make sure it's still recording.
Good for him. He's lucky as hell because everybody who did that move,
Yeah.
that went to Barca, that's
Vidal.
Turan, Vidal, and him. Mainly, those are the ones that I was really angry about. Griezmann too.
Yeah.
I hope that all of them get destroyed when they go there. And for so far, yeah, it's been pretty. You know,
Even Dembele. I was kind of mad at Dembele. I mean, Dembele less so, I guess.
But you know what I think?
But
They're so focused on Messi. Like, he basically runs the club. So, like, they can't develop other players at the detriment of him.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So I don't know why people want to go so bad.
Exactly.
Like,
'Cause
you're
they
always
wanna
going to be
play
second.
with him, yeah.
I guess so, but like you're always second fiddle to Messi.
And I think
when you
that's
can be
why-
like Davies,
Yeah.
who loved Messi and just shat on him
Yeah,
instead.
just like, slaps him, bro.
I think
Leave
that's
him.
better.
Let me
Thank
sauce
you.
you. Yo, when he sauced Semedo, I was like, what is going on? You're 19. Relax, bro.
You're
not
19 from
you
Canada,
can't
bro.
even legally vote, fam.
He's from here.
yo, like I have never owned a Canada jersey, but I am buying
I'm
one.
buying his day.
I
I'm
don't
buying.
care.
Yo, I don't,
Don't
care,
care.
bro.
Don't care.
He sauced
That is
the
ridiculous.
whole left
bro.
side
Yeah.
of Barca
Yeah.
and said, Ter Stegen, I'm gonna sweat this goal on Barca, who is the team of sweaty goals.
He literally looked like he went in the box. He's like, there's like 6 of you here right now. Watch how none of y'all about to touch this. I'm going to find that one
I'm gonna
pocket.
find my right back.
Watch.
right back in the box. I'm a left back looking for my
Right
right
back.
back
This
in
guy in
the
the
box.
This guy looked at Robertson and Trent and was like, "Yo, let me try this against Barcelona. Let me you think this would
Ah,
work?"
yo, this guy's 19. He's like, yo, let me just try a thing real quick. That's what he said. He
He's
said,
like,
let
"I
me try a
paced
thing."
Chelsea last game. So
Oh god.
this should work. This should work this game."
That's audacity. Where is he from? Like, do you know?
He's gone in.
No, not his background. His like, what city in
Yeah,
Canada is he
I'm kinda
from?
curious. I don't know.
I think he was from Edmonton.
Oh, okay, that's
And
different
then-
because this man acts like he plays like a Brampton man.
That's
for
what I
real.
would have said.
Business, succeed, make all the money, invest it all back into this podcast. We get a sick ass fucking studio and everything,
Yo.
and be ready.
We should
Okay,
make an
so-
academy.
For footy.
Yeah,
Yo, I've
yeah.
been saying
Yo.
one day we should all like get a bunch of 10-year-olds. That sounds very pedophilic, but we should all get a bunch of 10-year-olds, make a team, and then just like train them up to when they're 18 years old, and then just win Ontario Cup.
I want to buy Credit View
I
or
just
like a
want-
piece of it. Like, you know how sick it would be to just because Credit View is like the perfect place to have an academy because it's so you when you go to academy grounds it's so
It's a bunch of
separated.
fields.
Yeah,
but you don't
and there's no
understand what
houses.
you're doing. Then you're part of the problem. You know how much you complain that the fact that we can't practice on any field.
No, yo, I'm getting to that, man. I'm getting to that. Hold on, I thought about all this. Yo,
Okay.
so we'll get 4 fields. So the turf would be 2 training fields, and then the 2 behind would be sick grass fields. No one plays on that. Then we just have 2. We make 2 more turf fields, and that's open to the public.
How would you lock the 2 grass fields though?
They'll be bricked up like Victoria Park. It'll be like a legitimate stadium.
I
Yeah.
see that. Like
So
two, like it'd be like a stadium with like in this one stadium there'd be 2 fields.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be bricked up, and then a clubhouse would be somewhere.
That
and-
middle piece, the middle building,
Yeah, you just demolish that, build up a nice, sick building,
clubhouse,
and players could actually.
and then
Like-
eventually invest in like 5 turf fields, side by
Yeah.
side, right? Get rid of the football fields on the
Yeah,
end, and
one
like field
No
lacrosse,
lacrosse,
or whatever.
none of that
Get rid of that
nonsense.
stupid water park for kids.
Sorry, you don't know how frustrating it is when you set up your whole day in the morning. I'm gonna go to Credit
Oh, and
View,
then you will get there and they're
and there's
playing
a
lacrosse.
whole.
Lacrosse tournament.
Someone took an entire town and moved it. I seen cars, tents, RVs parked on grass, parked where cars shouldn't be parked.
My question is, do they not have lacrosse fields anywhere else? Why are they here?
No,
it's-
because it's field lacrosse. It's like field lacrosse
Probably-
needs to play on turf. They built the lacrosse,
But they play
and
on
field
grass,
hockey.
too.
Yeah, but they built the field lacrosse and hockey field on by our high school. Remember by that recreation center?
Yeah.
Across the tennis court.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the turf field as well.
so why don't
okay.
they just make them
So
in their,
go play
in their
there.
areas?
It's one turf field though.
Yo, buy off Cassie Campbell. I don't care about that place. That's a write off. I don't care. I don't want to see these people.
I don't know.
It all up in my biz when I'm
Yo,
trying to
all
kick
up
the
in my
ball out.
neighborhood, and I'm walking through, and you're looking at me like I'm a stranger. I'm like, bro, I live here. Why are you looking at me like this?
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, I might have to ask you something after the podcast.
Okay.
Very important. But that's
Oh, I saw it when I was leaving, but
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to answer.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we'll talk
okay.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a question. When you go like train,
Yeah.
do they kick you off?
All the time. There was a time where they knew me so well. I would go on the turf fields, tie up my shoes, and just as I'm about to go start training, it's like, "You have a permit, buddy?" You know I don't have a permit, man.
You
I'm
asked
by
me that.
myself. It's 8:00 on a Thursday morning. What part of this would make you think I had a permit? I hopped the fence. I didn't even open the gate.
You know, you don't know where. You shouldn't be like, yeah, I have a permit.
No,
And
because
then-
they threatened to call the police on me plenty of times. I'm like, you're gonna call police on me because I'm playing footy. You're really gonna call the cops?
Yeah, well, why? I wonder why they're so against people playing. Is it because of damage? They're scared of damage.
I actually had an argument with one of the guys because he was super disrespectful to me. So I'm playing, and then he's like, "Yo, get off the field." I'm like, "Yeah, no, you don't talk to me like that." So I'm talking. So after we have like a discussion, he opens the gates to go talk to me, and I'm like, can you read?" I'm like, "No." So it's like, "Yeah, there's a sign here." It's weird because they took off the sign now,
Yeah.
but there used to be a sign that says, "If you get fined $5,000 if you're here without a permit."
Yeah.
It's like, that sign, I can fine you. And I was like, "Yeah, I remember when this park first opened, you guys had that sign in the entrance of the park. So
Right.
no one before there was turf fields, if you played on any grass,
Mhm.
the sign said if you don't have a permit, you'll get fined. But they never enforced it because the fields are trash."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "But now you have turf fields and now you're enforcing it." He's like, "Oh, this was a $1 million field." So
Bullshit.
so I'm like, "Okay, how's that? Okay, if it's $1 million, how many lacrosse tournaments have you had in the last 10 years? You guys pay this off 20 times more. So it's not money. You guys don't do any upkeep. You guys don't do any maintenance around the fields. So why can't I
Why
play
can't I
here?"
play? It's like I paid for my tax. My tax is paid for this field. No, but my question is why they don't let you on the field. If it's because of damage, fine, I get it. You know, there's some fucking dumbasses
Yeah.
who can damage nets, damage fences, damage the turf. I get it. But that's where maintenance comes in. What do they
Yeah.
pay you for?
Oh.
To drive that stupid lawnmower around all day?
Why don't they just do, like, a soccer center has the drop-ins?
Yeah.
They could just do that. Just be like, "Hey, Tuesday and Thursday nights is drop-in night." Come.
They're missing out on so much money over there, bro.
And then it'd be so sick if they really wanted to. They could say, "Oh, we're gonna make a futsal court. We're gonna have street tournaments
Yeah.
every weekend in the summer. It's gonna be money tournaments. It's $5 buy-ins or whatever.
You
the
bring your
case.
team of 5 or whatever.
Yeah, you know how
and
sick
play.
that would be.
Yeah.
But no, lacrosse.
This is Canada, bro. This shit doesn't happen here, man.
Holy
do you
Jesus,
mean?
so much.
And not even that. They play lacrosse tournaments there once every month.
Yeah. And then my dad told me something that irked my soul. So you know how OPDL, the registration is ridiculously expensive? It's like $6,000 or something. Or my dad was talking to somebody who played for Brampton North, and they said registration is $6,000. And he was like, "So all players pay that?" He's like, No, we found what do you call those people?
Sponsors?
Sponsors that cover half of it, so they only pay $3,000.
Keep talking.
So I'm like, so Brampton Youth
Mm-hmm.
had the opportunity to find a sponsor to cover $3,000 worth of expenses for all players in the club. When I played for Brampton Youth, my registration was like $500.
Yeah.
So if you had a sponsor that could cover my costs and you still have enough to bank,
Mm-hmm.
Why am I paying?
Why am I paying money if
Yeah.
you had the opportunity?
I get it. I get it if you like, for example, the house league levels.
Yeah.
I get it. Pay for house league levels.
Sure.
Because you know you need to
playing
make
for
money.
fun.
You're playing for fun. You know you don't have a organized footy. But like, if you have rep teams that are representing your city,
Yeah. Like it literally.
if you're good enough to play on your rep team that representing your city, You should be able to play for free.
And what bothered me is like it literally could have been a European situation where if you're good enough to play, you don't pay.
Exactly. That's how it should be. If you play
And
in
they
rep, you
had
don't
the
pay.
it's not like we don't have the money to do that. We have resources to do that. We're just not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shows. When Alphonso Davies is our only superstar in the last 110 years.
And yo, that that led me to my other point, bro. Because I'm thinking, every time I hear about Canadians going overseas, they're like, yeah, the reason why not enough Americans and Canadians go overseas is because if they try to go to England or whatever, the working permits and the visas is expensive, so a lot of clubs don't want to pay it.
Right.
Then I'm thinking, then I remember watching a video of why there's so many Americans in the Bundesliga, and they're like, Germany has lower or less strict immigration laws, so you don't need a visa or working permit. So that's why like Davies and Pulisic and a bunch of Americans can go abroad.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, so if we know this, and we had like even Owen Hargreaves way back in the day went to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Why aren't more clubs, instead of going to the States, just going to Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
And no, sorry, before you
no,
continue.
it's okay.
The German football development programs
It's ridiculous.
is the
It's the
I think
best.
is my opinion is the best in the world.
Yo,
It's the best in the world. And it's not
nuts.
even close.
It's nuts. And like when I see like academies, and I don't want to like talk down on whoever played for them, that's whatever. But the infrastructure, like Sigma, when I see them, they do invitational tournaments in the U.S. or they go abroad to like Europe and they do tours. I'm like, but I rarely hear any players really playing in Europe.
pushing for that professional spot.
If you just focus all your attention on Germany, I wouldn't even care if I'm playing Division 2 at
Yeah.
the start of my career. You have an actual
Professional like path you can follow.
like you like it's legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm not playing for fun anymore. Like I can actually do this for a
You're
living.
making money.
You know how much kids would take it seriously?
And it's not even that.
Holy.
Even third division German football is quality.
Yeah,
And
you
their
still make-
fans are awesome. Fans are awesome.
It's so sick.
Why do we even have academies though? Like I thought the purpose of the academy or the selling point is, hey, we're gonna get your kid to the professionals. I'm assuming that's why you pay that like the exorbitant prices, why they're so much more expensive, right? But which kid went from academy to professional? All the ones I know that went from academy
Went
to school and
And-
from there went to
Yeah.
professional.
I've never heard of a kid. Oh, this kid went from here straight
Yeah.
to a club. Never.
Even in academies like that are assigned to professional football clubs.
Yeah.
For example, Toronto FC. Those
Yeah.
academy players from Toronto FC don't even make it onto the starting lineup unless you're like one out of the 1,000 or so kids every
Because they
round.
buy so many, like basically their whole team is foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for like two players.
Yeah.
They have Osario and Morgan.
You're asking.
But
the
he's
wrong guy.
American to me. Because I've never heard of this guy until
Ashton Morgan still plays for TFC.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I haven't watched TFC in like a minute. I don't know, man. MLS is hard to watch for me, bro.
It's
It's
bad.
It's hard to
bad
watch.
football.
Like you go from like European and then you're like, oh, MLS is on in the summer though, so like
Yeah.
I should watch it. But then like when the season just ends in Europe and then you switch to MLS, you're just like,
It's like going
Whoa.
from like premium
I
cocaine
literally
to crack.
sometimes I watch
Crack
MLS.
rocks, bro.
Sometimes I watch MLS and I'm like, I could legitimately
Yo.
play in this league.
Bro, I remember talking so much grease with my parents and watching games like I literally did this morning and I can do it better than these people. These people are getting paid millions. and like how could I well yo I'm actually
And it's not
having
even being
an
disrespectful. It's actually genuine. It's like I don't want to toot my horn. I don't want to toot your horn because
Yeah.
there's probably somebody who knows me watching this saying I'm probably not even that good. And you know what? To your credit, I'm probably not that good. I'm probably not.
No, it's-
it's whatever. To each their own. But when I watch the MLS, I think to myself, and I know this is selfish thinking, and I know this is cocky thinking, but it's genuinely. These guys were there. These guys are there because they were at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
To me, it's disrespectful to watch them play, especially bad players, because you're getting paid. Like this is your living, and what you're showing me is garbage.
Yeah. I'm not even saying that if I go there, I'm going to be better than those players.
No, but-
the point is I could do what they're doing.
It's
So can you, and so can a lot of players.
like when you watch the EPL, you're like, okay, this guy, he's worth his
Yeah,
salt.
when they freaking bang a 90-yard pass
Yeah.
across the thing, and
Or
then
you
guy
s-
just like, doop,
Or you
jumps.
see a man belts across the pitch to receive a 50-yard pass, and he one times it. I'm like,
Okay.
hey, I'm not gonna say nothing.
But isn't it crazy? Do you guys ever watch? Because I find myself, the older I get, the more I watch the little shit in
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
professional
You
footy, like the
appreciate
Prem or the Bundesliga. When you see a Kevin De Bruyne ping a pass, 50 yards, like it's a
Yeah.
5-yard pass, or you see Raheem Sterling just turn on a dime and just outside the boot right to the guy's right to like Aguero's foot in a nice through pass.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to notice like little things. Like you'll see like a striker, like the good ones. Like if you watch Lewandowski play, he'll
The
just be like
movements?
jogging. Yeah, the little movements he'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like jog, and then you'd like look away, look at the ball, look back, he's gone. Where'd
Yeah.
he go?
He's like a
All
ghost.
or it's like that. What strikers do, that like professional strikers that amaze me, is they're like running with the flow and they just stop running.
yeah.
And they
Yeah.
let everyone progress, and then they just find that pocket of space. And
I
it's
was
just,
literally
whoa.
watching a Messi highlight when he played Madrid, and remember, it was one of the games where they tied 2-2, and there was added time. In injury time, they tied 2-2, and then Sergio Roberto took the ball up, and then Messi was going with the play, and then he just started trailing back, and then Jordi Alba cut it back in the 18, and he just scored. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, that's
And it's just a
genius.
little-
They didn't even
Bro,
notice
but the
he was
thing-
gone.
But the
Yeah.
thing is like he stops running, and it's impressive to understand that left back or the right back or Alba or Sergio Roberto running with that ball.
Yeah.
No, he's focusing on running up the pitch with the ball.
But they
he
know-
knows Messi's
Yeah.
slowing down.
That awareness,
And
it
it's-
gets
it's-
me every
it's
time.
crazy.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
That's what separates it. And then in the MLS, it's literally you're playing kick and run.
It's
You're playing kick out. Sure, there's some nice, 1-2s. Occasionally, you'll have that banger by Ibrahimovic, and it just shows like a player like Ibrahimovic can
Yeah.
dominate the MLS.
Yeah,
Like,
what the
or
yo?
Giovinco.
This guy was literally like, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me take a little vacation, and let me just go. He came to the MLS, disrespected it, said, "I'm here,
Completely.
I'm here now, I'm better than
Yeah.
everyone," and then did it, and then just said, "Bye."
and now LA Galaxy's like bottom of the table in
Bottom of the table.
the Western Conference.
Another thing is like you look at a player like Giovinco, sitting on the bench his entire career
Yeah.
for the Serie A, like Juve and wherever else he played, comes to the MLS and utterly shreds it.
Bro,
Like, and
I
I
re-
mean shreds.
I remember-
Giovinco, when he first came to Toronto, he was the best player in the MLS, and it's not even close.
I remember there was one game where he came from a friendly. He flew in from a friendly with Italy, and because the flight was late, he didn't start the game. And they're like, we don't know if we're gonna play him because he might be jet lagged.
Yeah.
He comes in on the 60th minute, scores a goal of the season. He just flew in from Italy. He didn't sleep. And you're telling me this guy just flew in from Italy, said, hey, put me on.
When Thierry Henry came to the MLS, this man literally walked on the pitch. He's like, "Listen, I'm gonna take this corner. Don't worry," and just banged it in from the corner.
Like, it's a joke.
I was like, "What?"
It's a joke.
Pirlo did not move above a walk his whole time here.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it first. Okay,
Oh my god.
I didn't want us to be that disrespectful.
No,
to
but
like these are people's
listen,
careers we're talking
I
about.
know, but
taking-
I watched New York City. Pirlo was trotting.
Take it. We sold Giovinco.
Yeah,
That's disrespectful. That is so. We thought we were better than him. As a club, we thought we don't need this guy. We can take the hit. We're gonna buy these quality players, and we won't even notice he's gone.
honestly, if you're an MLS team in a nice remote area, for example, Orlando, Miami, which is the same place, like Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
If you're a nice vacation location,
Yes, that's good.
Yeah,
a nice little
You good.
vacation location in the MLS, you're good because you're gonna get a lot of older players.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
coming
they just
in
want a
and then-
sunshine and relaxing
Yeah,
footy.
man.
Like
Okay.
Kaká was smart.
I'm gonna take a hard left for you guys.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
This may not seem like a serious question, but I genuinely want to know the answer.
All right,
Okay?
hit it.
If
uh huh,
you had
yeah,
the flexibility
uh huh.
to
of a gymnast.
give yourself
No.
fellatio,
No. Nope.
which is
Nope.
What's fellatio?
head.
Oh,
Yo, as soon as you said give yourself, I'm like, no. I seen that episode on American Dad, and I'm like, no. Are you nuts?
Because I was listening to a podcast who only talks about the highest value of content, and there was a girl on there said some guy she was dating sent her a video. She thought he was with another guy, so he's like, oh, maybe he's bi. But then she looked again and said, wait, how many people are in this video? And he's like, just me. So
whoa!
would
Would
you?
I give myself head?
No.
No, I don't think I would.
I don't think I'll be able to look at myself in the mirror after that or for the rest of my life without calling myself a dirty whore. And that's just not, I'm not into that kind of sadism, right?
Okay, but
so, so I won't be doing that.
It's brutal.
But think about this: if you masturbate, you're giving yourself
No.
a
That's
handy,
different. That's different.
right?
Because your mouth.
I feel like once it gets inside of your mouth, or like
Okay,
your
That's
genital
like-
area,
But okay,
Boom.
think of it. But I understand. But if you had to separate, I don't think you can separate.
No,
it. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know.
You can't.
But I just feel like, would it feel better than it grosses you out?
no.
No, you kill yourself. I'm telling you right now, bro. I don't know what's going on in your head. I'm telling
I
you,
could never.
T minus 2 years, I would kill myself.
No, absolutely not. I think it's no.
No.
Because imagine
I can
now,
feel you.
imagine how scarring that is. Because imagine now you're married and your wife is trying to like pleasure you,
Dude,
and it's
you're
not
as good
working.
as me.
And then he's like, "Yo, let me show you, move," and then you just start doing it. How nuts would that be?
No, you
Or
can
is this
show her
like,
what you want.
or what if like that's the only experience you've ever had before that?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, this is not how I like it. It's like, what do you mean you never had it done to you before? It's like, I've done it. I've done it to myself.
Yeah.
It's like that common saying, "Oh, hand jobs are disrespectful because you think you can beat my dick better than me." It's like,
Low key is disrespect.
Nah, that's the truth. Oh my god.
No, that's nuts, man.
But yeah, man, that came to my attention
No
on the
pun
way here,
intended.
and I just felt like I needed to know.
those
might
tra-
just-
I
I
know
might
I know those train thoughts though. Taking
Yeah.
the train for 5 years, it's on the
Shit
train,
just pops in your
and
head.
you just think of the dumbest shit, and it's like the stuff you think about is next level fucked up.
Yeah,
like
because-
you're talking about massacring babies in bathtubs or whatever.
Whoa.
It could be from that to like formulating a formula in your head to cure like
Machi's thoughts and reflections is not a reflection on the entire group. It is purely opinion developed by Machi.
Jesus,
what I'm
man.
saying. Like, you guys don't ever have those thoughts, those dark thoughts that are in the back of your head.
Listen,
Yeah, not
I
massacring
have
babies,
those.
but-
You ever look at a thing and immediately go, like on the train today, I immediately went to what's the worst thing that can happen right here? Because I saw a truck and it was driving and it was in the parking lot of like a factory. So I'm like, you know what's going to happen? That space right there it needs to go through is really tight. So it's not going to make it. It's going to hit it, tip over into the factory. Something's in there's going to explode. It's going to blow up.
gonna
The,
hit it,
the
hit it,
explosion's
hit it,
going to reach the train. We're going to get derailed. The whole train's going to be on fire. And what am I going to do? I don't know, because we were on our way to Mount Pleasant and I was in the only car that won't open at Mount Pleasant. So I'm fucked because I can't leave. And that's where my mind went.
So I was like, yo, this girl is really pretty.
Wow.
And
Every
and-
girl's really pretty.
No.
yes, in the eye of the beholder, but that's a topic for another. So I was like, oh, this girl is really pretty. So I'm like, in my head, for the whole semester, I'm mulling over. I'm like, yo, how am I gonna ask this girl out? Because me and her used to go talk and joke around and stuff. So I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And I was terrible at talking to girls. So I don't know I have no game. So I remember one time, it was Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
And then we had mass, right? On Valentine's Day.
I don't know.
No.
I don't remember.
I'm sitting in the cafeteria with Patrick and my other friend from I can't remember what class it was, but I was like, yo, how am I gonna do? I should ask her out today, right? And they're like, yeah, bro. And then you know how they do they have those gifts, like
A
you
rose?
can send an anonymous rose
Yeah.
and a candy.
I sent one to Josephine.
Yeah. So I didn't do that because I
In grade
forgot
12.
and I was poor. So so I'm like, yo, I should have done that. And you're like, yeah, but you know, like you could find something else. So I was thinking, and I was like, what about my childhood teddy bear? Like I have had this teddy bear since I can remember. Let me give her this sentiment. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
a
not
good
weird.
part.
That's not
at
weird.
all.
That's not weird.
But I'm like, I have to get it to her today. That teddy bear is sitting in my bedroom. How am I gonna get there? And this is where it gets interesting. I planned this Mission Impossible theme trip where I'm like, okay, next class, I'm going to go because I'm usually the quiet one in class, so I'm just gonna randomly ask my teacher to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And when I get out, I'm gonna sprint home. I'm gonna sprint home, get my teddy bear, sprint back, and act like nothing happened. Everything's normal. So I'm like, Miss, can I go use the bathroom? She's like, yeah, cool. So I calmly walk out. I calmly go down the hall, and as soon as I turn the corner,
It's like,
I jump down 3 flights of stairs. This is how campaign is suspect with the security because I bust out the door. No one sees me. I'm running home now. I'm a student. You should be taking care of me. I shouldn't be able to get out of class that easy. I'm running home now. And then I have my keys. I had to stop on my locker. I get my keys, running home. I get in my house. It's weirdly empty. It's weird to know that this is where I should be at school, but my house is dead empty. So it was weird. I get my teddy bear, I'm sprinting and I'm sweating. Now I'm like, how am I gonna cool off before I get to class? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna time it. I'm coming back into the school. I'm like, well, what if the doors are locked? But they weren't.
They're not. They're never locked.
So then I put the teddy bear in my locker. I get back into class. She looks at me funny because I guess I took a long time. But other than that, she didn't say anything. So I'm like, cool, I got this. I'm like, yo, this is sick. This is gonna be such a sick story. And then at lunchtime, I was like, okay, I'll ask her out at lunchtime. So I think it was Andre, Patrick, and a bunch of other guys that were just hyping me up. He's like, yo, just go do it, bro. And I'm like, yo, it's so nervous. So then we go upstairs and she's at her locker. And because we share homeroom, her locker is nearby mine, but she's with her friends. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to take this fat L on my chest and just go up and talk to her in front of her friends. Oh my goodness. But lunch was almost over, so I had to do it.
It was better in front of our friends than in front of the whole school.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, because I'm not doing that in the Matrix. Demand them. Oh, anyways. So I go, I'm like, yo, can I talk to you for a sec? And her friends looked at me, and I guess they knew what was going to happen, so they just
Yeah, but did you? Okay, so before you continue, did you have any did you talk to this girl before?
Yeah. I knew her because I had a friend who was also in that class who was friends with her, and so I used that as the way to
I see.
my way in as a
connect the connection.
Yeah, to get a connection.
All right.
So she knew me from before, so it wasn't like this is the first time I'm ever talking to her.
All right. I was gonna say it's gonna be weird if you're like, hey, I got you a teddy bear. But yeah, okay, continue.
So she's staring at me. She's like, what's going on? So I didn't rehearse any of this, but I go on this crazy. I'm like, yo, like you're probably the prettiest girl I've ever seen in the school, and you're like the way your personality is what makes you even more beautiful than just your looks, and all this sugary, sweet nonsense stuff, whatever. And then I thought I was doing sick because while I was talking, she went like this twice. I'm like, okay, this girl's shedding tears. It's in the bag, bro. And then I was like, And then I was like, oh, and as a gift, I didn't get you any flowers, but I got you this teddy bear because whenever you see it, I want you to think of me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked her out. I was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And then she was like, maybe. And I was like, you know what? It was a good effort. It was a good effort, you know? It was a great effort.
So what happened after that?
So I walked back because all mans are watching.
She took the
All
teddy
mans
bear, put it in her locker, closed the locker, and just walked off into the night.
Did she text you at least, or did she call you and say thank you? Or
There's a little bit more to the story. So I'm walking back, and this other girl who I used to be in class with was listening the entire time. She's like, "Oh, that was so cute." I'm like, "Yo, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you speak. You told nobody about this situation."
People don't understand how disrespectful saying something is cute is, bro.
Yo,
That's
you
it.
think I'm a damn dog, bro? I'm not a fucking puppy. Yo, you better watch your mouth. So then I told the guys, and yo, I read you guys because you guys knew I took an L. Because I was like, yo, she said maybe. And she's like, yo, that could be yes, though. And I was like, you know what? You guys are my friends, bro. You guys
you need to
are
have
looking
some
at the right
realism.
side of things. Yo, I respect that. And then like maybe a week later, I was late to class. I was late to one of my classes, and and I guess she came in late too. And we hadn't really seen each other since that time. So she's like, okay, I need to talk. And can I talk to you for a second? I was like, okay, here's the L.
Here's
And
the-
then she was really nice about it, but she was like, but it's like she said, I can't remember what she said, but then she ended up saying, oh, it's just a no. I was like, you know what, fair. She gave me back the teddy bear, so she didn't keep it. I was like, you know what, I respect that.
yeah.
Because if I didn't see it in my room anymore. So then I went about my day, and that was and
That was it.
You're gonna have to repeat that last part, bro. You froze. Relive the trauma.
Oh,
one more
I
time.
heard him.
Oh,
You heard him?
Yeah.
Oh, you froze for me. Damn.
She-
all right,
she
fine.
was-
Well, Matchy's the one recording, so it's fine. That means
All
you
right,
recorded.
all right.
That's not that bad.
It's okay, John. Chin up, brother. There are plenty
That's
fish
good,
in the
man.
sea.
I wish I had stories like that,
But yo,
bro. But
okay,
I don't be asking girls out, so I
there's
don't know.
there's a
I have one story from grade 7, but elementary school love is the dumbest thing in the whole world, so I'm not even going to bring it up.
there's a prologue, an epilogue to this story. So at my old work, where I used to work at a grocery store, I was chilling. I was just working one day, and then I see her. I hadn't seen this girl in like 3 or 4 years. So I'm like, hey, whoa, what's up? What's good? And then she looked at me and she was like, you look so different. And I'm like, is that? And she was with her grandma. So I'm like,
Yeah.
and this is just me being respectful, but I'm like, this, I look back at it and I was like, this is weird. I was like, I shook her grandmother's hand. I introduced myself.
Hello, I'm Jonathan.
Hi, my name's Jonathan.
I'm the one your granddaughter rejected in front of my friends.
And then I ended up meeting, on another occasion, I ended up meeting her mom. And her mom, I don't know what it was. Her mom was like, looked at me. She was like, you're such a handsome, she'll be with her daughter, with the girl. She's like, you're just a handsome young man. And like, look at her. And I'm like, no, don't do that. That's
do that.
weird. I asked her out already.
You
Let
could
me
have been
take the L in
you
peace.
could have been my mother-in-law, but you fucked up. Your daughter fucked up.
You're just so cute. You're a
Watch
cute
what
young
happens,
man.
bro. As soon as quarantine is over, you're gonna go to the mall one day, and she's just gonna be there again, and the
Nah,
story's gonna continue.
No, man, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm like, let me take my L in peace. Don't dangle it in front of my face years
Like,
later.
Don't come back to my life.
You know how many calories I burned on that run, and you're just gonna slap my dick. Yeah, but that's
She's
when
the
I
reason for your fitness success. That's why, bro.
yo trust. That's when I realized I was a hopeless romantic, and that my life would be terrible in that aspect because I
And then
wanna
you
live it too
spent
much
the
time.
next however many years rejecting your your
Yo,
true self.
allow
It's
me, bro.
okay. And then a few
And
years
remove-
later, you got some swinger invitations, Look, you're doing great for yourself,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Yo,
He
it's
took
crazy.
the hopeless romantic, removed the romantic, and just left hopeless.
and just was hopeless, bro. I was just like, you know what? I don't want none of this. I don't want anything. So yeah, that was my story.
Way the train
But
goes.
what
Oh yeah, going back.
prompted your question?
Going back. Let's go. Anyways, where was I? Okay, so you said washing machines, or you said washing. One
You
of you
said
said
washing
washing
machine.
machines.
I didn't know about washing
Someone
machines.
said washing machines. But since speakers vibrate,
Yes.
you ever think like there are women out there who are just
Wouldn't that
holding
cause
like
internal
like a Beats pill?
that would cause like wouldn't that cause like internal damage?
Why would that cause internal?
Because if you have a
You're not
if
putting it
the
in. What if
vibration
you
You're
just
not putting-
place
because
it
it's sound,
on?
it's sound, right?
yeah,
The sound is causing the vibration, and the sound now is entering and opening into the body.
but you're not putting it inside, man.
It's on top, same thing, bro. It's vibrated. Is
What if you turn it
it's-
around so the speaker's facing outward? It'll still vibrate through the back.
Like I mean,
I don't know if
it's
it's
just
that-
the vibration though, man. Like you think if you yell at a vagina, it's just gonna like it's just eventually it's just
And it
gonna.
comes out the
I'm
mouth,
pretty
it's-
sure
it's
it would have
magnified.
that. It would have that implosion thing we were talking about the other last episode or whatever. It would just fall out. You scare it, like and you like
I don't think you would have any issues in that way. I just don't know if it would feel the part. And like if it does feel the part, like is there a difference between
What
like
kind of songs do you
Yeah, that's what I'm
play?
saying. Do you want smooth jazz? Do you want heavy metal? Do you want EDM bass drops?
Well, wouldn't it be the
Do you
same
want
way
rap?
Wouldn't it be the same way as buying a vibrator and adjusting your settings accordingly to what you want?
Yeah, but what music coincides with your settings? Like, is a smooth jazz like you just want a nice little tickle? Then you get put on some. Then you put on some smooth jazz.
What are other things girls can use to vibrate with?
I'm just trying to think. Like the economy's rough, right? So you want
so you
dual
buy a
purpose.
$300
No, maybe you
speaker,
already have a speaker.
You know
a
what
lot
you
of
do?
people have
and
Beats
so you,
pills.
hold on.
You know what you can do.
We're not
also?
gonna fly by that, right? We're
You
not
take-
gonna
wait,
fly.
wait, wait,
So you're
wait,
saying
wait,
you
wait.
take a speaker that you commonly use in your own house that other people use, and you're gonna take that speaker. You're gonna take that speaker that I listen to music to. You're gonna take that one. You're gonna take that one and use it for. Okay, no.
Not
That's how.
me.
That's how fights break out,
No,
bro.
how would you
You
know?
could also use PlayStation.
No,
controllers
see,
and play
you
Dark
put it-
Souls on it
You.
Does Dark Souls vibrate a lot?
when you die. Yes.
But like, no, but then you have to die. Then it has to.
You have to buy a
reload,
PS4.
And then it has to. Do you have
Wait.
to die again? No, it wouldn't work
But
for
it's
video games.
would
'cause
it
the
be her
vibration-
PS4? So
Yeah.
again, you're just taking people's stuff and using them for your
Why
own.
can't it be her PS4?
How many? I've never met a girl who bought a PS4
I'm
for
sure
herself.
there are women out there.
I
I'm
bought a
sure they
PlayStation.
are. I'm sure
I
they
I'm
bought
are.
a-
talking about them.
I'm
I
talking.
bought a PlayStation for my girlfriend. She doesn't use it though. So I think she doesn't use it. What she could do,
Okay.
load up Black Ops, get an LMG, and just
Okay.
throw the R2 trigger.
Okay. Okay. Pineapples.
Yeah, who needs Dark Souls? You get an LMG, put an extended mags on that.
How do you
bitch.
even know this, bro?
Because of
When you play Call of Duty, you shoot an LMG with
yeah,
extended
it vibrates
mags,
every time
and
you
got-
shoot.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dark Souls and LMG. I'm like, what add-ons is this?
Oh, when you play Black Ops.
Oh.
Funny enough, it's the only game she owns for it.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what to say
anymore,
anymore.
man. This has gone so left.
This what?
I don't know what's happening.
See, bro.
What are other things females can use to masturbate? It's not a vibrator.
I don't want to know.
Why not?
That's not
I mean,
my
well, there's
business.
the easy stuff like vegetables and stuff.
No, not about
But we're
vibration.
talking about the vibration ones.
Okay.
What?
The problem I have with that is like, first, that's stuff you eat.
Yes.
Second, what if it breaks?
People eat box too.
People eat what?
People eat boxed.
Oh, I was like, yo, wait. I thought you were talking about bots. I'm like, wait.
One time, you
No, we're
guys
talking
ever
about
been- you guys
aluminum.
You ever been on the weird side of Google questions, Yahoo questions?
I've been on
Or
the
you
weird
answer?
side of a lot of
So
things.
there's this one Yahoo answer.
I don't
I'll
wanna
never-
know any
this
more
is
of
one,
your
This is one that I'll never
shenanigans.
ever forget. I don't know why I still remember this so well, but I read it in grade 9. I was on the weird side of Yahoo Answers. I think it was a joke me and my friends had, and we just like, who can get to the weirdest side of Yahoo Answers? Just by like clicking. There's a fun Hitler game you can play with Wikipedia as well, but we're gonna stick to Yahoo Answers. Anyways, on Yahoo
Just gonna
Answers,
skim over that.
I'll never. No. Okay, so before I continue with the Yahoo Answers,
No, just do it. No, Yahoo.
you guys don't know what Hitler.
No,
did?
Yahoo.
Yeah.
Tell me about Yahoo.
I'm invested emotionally into
So,
Yahoo.
so the Yahoo question was essentially, please help me. I am scared of receiving an infection. I masturbated with an egg, and the egg got stuck inside of my vagina. I tried to extract said egg. I tried to queef out said egg, and also act like I was giving birth to said egg. However, this egg did not come, and it rested inside of my vagina for, I think it was, she said, a day and
It's
a
gonna
half or 2
hatch.
days. And what happened was during gym class,
It broke.
it fell out. It didn't break, it fell out. And it was inside of her panties the entire day. She refused to take it out.
Why?
I don't know. This was the Yahoo
They
Answers.
don't have bathrooms. Okay.
And-
Anyways, continue.
And she took it out at home,
Yep.
and she didn't know what to do with it, so she put it back in the fridge.
What?
Was this a hard-boiled
Wait.
egg?
No.
How did she get it inside?
She just said
without it just cracking.
Hold on. Yeah, that's
my first
intense.
question.
First of all, you're in gym class and you just. Never mind.
Going up
But
for
you
that jump
put it
shot,
back
you
in the
feel your egg
fridge?
coming. You get it in the basket, and it all falls out. Anyway, that's one Yahoo answer I'll never forget. Oh, another one was, can I get pregnant if I swallow my boyfriend's cum?
I've seen that one. That one is.
That was another one I'll never forget.
That's like,
for some
can I
reason.
plant seeds if I eat them?
It's like the one I've seen. There was
Okay,
like,
will a cherry tree grow inside my stomach if I eat the cherry tree?
have you seen those ones where it's like, yo, literally like, yes, I'm pregnant. Yes, I'm a virgin. We exist.
What?
Have you seen it? Or the best ones where they were. This used to be like a big trend where they're like, I would drag my balls across 9 miles of tacks just to sniff the underside of the shoe she wore last week or some shit. You ever seen that?
That is
Yo,
fucking horrible.
I've seen that on Twitter. Bro. It's like, I would drag my nuts through 9 miles of glass just to sniff the seat that she sat in for 4 hours. Like, bro,
And then they would just
how
get more and more
difficult
like
is
easy.
life for you, bro?
They turn on to like just to breathe the air she breathed when she was born. or
Yeah,
something.
that's nuts. I don't know, like, bro.
Yo, people are scary. I'm just gonna let you know that.
I will drag my nuts 10 miles over lava just to eat her leftovers.
Yeah, yeah,
Eat-
yeah.
Do you say your or her?
Her.
What is that? What is that?
Her
I don't know.
leftovers.
Whatever she ate last
She
time.
ate pizza,
Oh.
left the
Avocado
crust,
toast.
Oh, I
Left the
thought it was
Pizza.
okay.
Imagine, man.
and I will put it inside of me.
Yo, honestly, people are scary. You get that? You get in there? You get into that part of the internet?
Yeah, people are weird.
It's frightening.
People are weird.
I'm learning that, and it took me a while to even accept that people can be strange. And then I accepted it, and I was like, okay, this is like the limit, obviously, because this is all I understand. This is all I can comprehend. And then I learned more things. I'm like, okay, that's an exception because those are strange, and that's an anomaly. No, there's no group doing those things. This is that one person that I happen to find out doing these things. And then I found out that there's another level behind that, and then I'm like, okay,
Also,
anything's possible.
Did you know the reason why people get stuff stuck in their butt so often is because the sphincter, like when you pass a point, it acts like
A hand.
basically a black hole. It literally just goes like, once you pass a certain point, it just goes like, it just like sucks it in and doesn't open back out.
Okay.
That's why like anal beads and stuff, like that's why they have to be long and have like each like stoppers in there, because if they're not, it'll just get sucked up in there.
Yeah, what if you take a shit, does it push everything out?
No, because no, I don't think it would actually. I'm assuming because the shits aren't like tough. I feel like if there's something obstructing it, it would just like try and find a way around.
That's horrible. Let's not talk about
I
that. That made my
I am
stomach hurt.
speechless. I don't even know if I want to use the bathroom for the rest of my life. No, I have like, you know that
Your
that
asshole's a
monster
superpower?
in Star Wars when they throw you into the pit.
Oh,
that's basically what it is.
yeah.
That's scary. Don't make that sound ever again. Like, I don't know what's worse, bro. I genuinely don't know
Like you
what
know,
is worse.
like you know when like in those movies, I don't remember
You
what
send the
movie it is,
tubes
but
up
yeah,
with
the
the
like the letter
messengers?
tubes. But then it goes.
If I ever heard that sound
Oh,
coming
Elf
from a
had
human
that.
being, I would call the police.
What if you're walking past a bathroom, and I hear this boom. Oh no!
I'm locking it up. No one deserves to have to witness the atrocities that have gone on beyond that point.